Recently, I went to Stage Select Gaming Expo 2015, where I was able to interview multiple indie game developers about their current projects. The following video is the result. If you see any games that particularly interest you, and that you might want to watch me do a playthrough of when they come out, let me know. Otherwise, just enjoy these sneak peeks into these upcoming games, and maybe you'll see something you like. Okay, well, nice to meet you. What's your name, sir?
My name is Stefan Tonge.
Okay, Stefan.
Yep.
I'm Alex, or the Royal Nerd.
Yeah, pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you. So tell me a little bit about your game.
Okay, so the game is called Fists of Fire VR. Originally, it was a Game Jam entry for International Game Jam called the Leap Motion Game Jam. Like they had a 3D Game Jam last fall. Did pretty well, and now I've been fleshing it out into a more full game.
Right.
The premise of the game is that it's supposed to be a very physical experience, where you have to physically dodge incoming fireballs, and you have to like use your hands in virtual reality to punch fireballs back at your enemies. Because I mean, like think about it. Everyone's seen like Street Fighter 2, Dragon Ball Z. I mean, who doesn't want to shoot fireballs from their hands and kind of engage in the world in that kind of way? So the idea is like no controllers, no keyboards, no mouse, no game pads. It's just your physical movement in the world, and then you physically have to like use your hands and use gestures to actually interact with the world.
Yeah, and that's the point of the Oculus, right?
It's one point. I mean, that there's room for game pads and mouse and keyboard. But what I like
really
to do,
immerses you.
Yeah, it's exactly what I like to do is try and create as immersive experience as possible. So this one is a 180 experience. If I have tracking systems that support a 360 experience where you can look in all directions,
cool.
In the design, I always try and maximize as much of that as possible, right? And what you'll find in the game as well is like, even when you're dodging and all these like subtle movements that you have to do, they end up making you feel more like you're in a place, and it takes the real world anchors away. Like if you watch people actually playing Fists of Fire VR, they're dodging, they're moving around, they're like interacting with all these things that don't exist. And for me, that's a huge point of success. If people are so engaged in this completely fake artificial world that they're physically responding to it like it's a real world thing, that's a huge point of success.
Yeah, I felt like I was going to fall off the platform on the edge.
It's where the tracking ends anyways, so.
Yeah. Made sure to stay within. Yeah, no, that was really fun. I really liked the concept, the moving back and forth. I've only ever used an Oculus once before, and it was more for a racing sim.
Yep, that's a good way to use it.
Yeah, you move fast. This one I really liked. That it was actually like at first it seems like it goes slow and it picks up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you hoping to develop this game into?
So it really depends. Oculus is in the process of slowly leaking out the specs for the Consumer One launch for Q1 2016.
Sure.
I would say that there's a 50 to 60% chance that they're going to incorporate a gesture camera similar to the one that I'm using.
Okay.
So there is a company called Nimble VR. In the end of the winter, they were about to launch their Kickstarter campaign. Oculus bought them before they even could do the Kickstarter campaign. So I have good reason to believe that will be incorporated. If it is built right into the headset, I'm going to try and do a launch title.
Okay.
Right? So there's a lot of easy ways that I could, not easy, but there's a lot of easy to design ways that I could expand this game if I put in a lot of hard work.
Potential opportunities.
Yeah, so I might do a Kickstarter in the fall. Like once the specs are launched, I'm probably going to do a Kickstarter campaign. From there, I'm going to do a 6-month sprint to get a launch title. It might be like anywhere from 7 to 9 environments, multiple stages, a lot of different enemy types, some new abilities, like some new powers, and a bit of a narrative experience. So like a small amount of like narration and context. Yeah, some storylines, some characters, some why am I doing this? What's my motivations? Draw the player in, really give them a reason to be there. Okay, sounds excellent. Looking forward to it. Well, thank you very much for your time. Yep. If people want to know more about it, is there any way they can? Absolutely. So Google Fists of Fire VR. There's kind of two main areas where you can go to check it out. The easiest one is I'm on itch.io. So itch.io is an indie game like store. You can download it for free. You can also send me a donation through that store. Okay. And if you want to check me out, I'm on Twitter, Stefan Tonge. I've got a website, calltoaction.ca. So it's call, then the number 2, action.ca. Check out my work there if you want. I got like tons of YouTube videos that show in-game footage as well if people are curious to check it out.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, pleasure.
Good luck.
Yeah, by the way, nice bow tie again.
Thank you very much.